Now let's go ahead and do a speed comparison between both these phones. Now the iPhone SE2 has that Apple A13 Bionic chip inside of it with 3 gigabytes of RAM. The iPhone 12 Pro has that Apple A14 Bionic chip inside of it with 6 gigabytes of RAM. So let's go and see which phone is the faster one between both of these. Okay, now let's go ahead and clear out on all the apps in the background, which I think are already clear. I'm going to go ahead and increase the brightness of some of these things. So as you can see, all the apps are cleared out. Let's start loading up things like the App Store. 3, 2, 1. And the iPhone 12 Pro is faster. iPhone SE2 a little bit behind, and this really wasn't a crazy big increase in performance, I think, but definitely the 12 Pro was noticeably faster. As always, I have a bunch of these third-party apps that we can go and get into. Let's do Netflix. 3, 2, 1. And the iPhone 12 Pro is again faster. Let's do Quizlet. 3, 2, 1. And again, 12 Pro faster. iPhone SE2 a little bit behind it. Dropbox, I don't even think I have it. Thank you. 3, 2, 1. And you can see the 12 Pro was faster there. The iPhone SE2 a little bit behind it. Again, not a crazy big difference, but definitely a noticeable one, I would say. Let's go ahead and do Snake versus Blocks. 3, 2, 1. And again, the iPhone 12 Pro was the faster one. iPhone SE2 a little bit, slower. And I will definitely say the SE2 is holding its own down. It's definitely not an extremely slow device. And I'm actually really happy about the SE2. It's only a little bit slower. We can do Fruit Ninja. 3, 2, 1. Now, both these phones are probably not going to be able to open it properly. I'm going to tell you right now. And I could be lying. So this one does have a little bit of a different layout. It just recently got an update, so I may have to start using a different app or something like that. We can do Paper IO 2. 3, 2, 1. And you can see here again, the iPhone 12 Pro was the faster one. iPhone SE2 a little bit behind, not a crazy big deal. In terms of performance though, they look about the same. I can't really tell. Maybe the iPhone SE2 looks a little bit smoother. And maybe that's because of the low resolution display, I don't know. Let's go and do Temple Run 2. 3, 2, 1. And you can see again, it's looking like the iPhone 12 Pro is the faster one here. iPhone SE2 a little bit behind it. Not a ginormous deal. Like I wouldn't go from one phone to the other just based off this performance increase, but you can definitely see that I think the iPhone 12 Pro is noticeably faster every single time, and that's what I'm looking for. It being more consistently faster than not. Let's go and do the next one, which is Real Racing 3. 3, 2, 1. Now hopefully it opens up on both and it doesn't give me some random errors. And whenever that happens, that probably means there's going to be an error or maybe not. I don't know. And the iPhone 12 Pro is the faster one here. iPhone SE2 may be a little bit slower. We may actually not even get into it. Maybe it'll go into the downlink panel. I'm not really too sure. And the iPhone SE2 actually got into the game. So definitely when it comes down to that, and I guess these heavier intensive games, the iPhone 12 Pro will probably do much faster. We can go and end it off with the stack. 3, 2, 1. And this specific app, the 12 Pro one as well. So I think honestly, like it kind of, this was a quick one. I will probably do a full one if you guys want to see it. I think this pretty much covers up everything I wanted to hit on. The speed comparison between these is not really that big of a difference if I can be completely honest. I think both these phones are very, very similar in terms of the performance. And I think day to day, if you're using one phone or the other, you're not going to want to go and upgrade from one phone to the other just based off this performance difference. The A13 chip is still extremely fast in my opinion, and there's still a lot of capability between these two phones. Now, as you can see, the RAM is actually much better on the iPhone 12 Pro. We did get a reboot here. Not a big deal, not a deal breaker, but it's still something to consider. But I would definitely say when it comes down to both these phones, the iPhone 12 Pro is the faster phone and the RAM management should theoretically be better. But I'll go ahead and give you guys a full speed comparison at some point. I don't know if one is going to drop. I have 30,000 videos to do, but hopefully sooner than later. So in terms of speed, that pretty much covers it up. Let's go and hit on the cameras.